Another beautiful day. Sun is up, skies are blue, salmon is on sale. You know what that means. Time to smoke some salmon. Alright, so what I've done here is I've mixed up 2 doses of the cure, which is 2 cups of dark brown sugar and a half a cup of salt and a tablespoon of black pepper, and I did that twice. So you got to mix that up real good so you don't get any really salty spots. Yeah. Alright, you want to make yourself a nice layer in the bottom here. And then start laying out your salmon. Get it all nice and packed in there. Get here, dog. And cover it completely. Get it on the sides. And just keep doing that. And then we're going to let this marinate for like 4 hours. Windy. There we go. Might have been a little too much, but you know, whatever. Alright, so here we are about 5 hours later. I've got about every hour I went and turned the steaks over and took the ones from the top and placed them on the bottom. That way they were getting brine on all sides and evenly. And then I rinsed them off with cold water and got all the excess sugar and salt and pepper off. And now I'm letting them air dry until they get a film on the outside. You'll see it kind of gloss over, and that's what you want before you put them on the smoker. And while you're waiting for those to dry, then you get your coals ready on your various smoker boxes. Alright, it's been about an hour. I've got my alder wood on my fire here. I don't know if you can see that. And I've got the top open. And that's because it's with salmon, smoking salmon, you want to smoke it. I'm smoking it hot, but you don't want to smoke it like too hot. Else it just, you know, overcook. So about 150 to 170 is perfect. And you want to get the internal temperature up to 160, 165, whatever, kind of as slow as possible, really. And the way I do that with this one, if I close that lid and close everything down, about as cool as I can keep this thing is about 225, 250. So it's just way too hot to smoke fish. So if I leave the lid open, the gauge says, I don't know if it'll show up there, 180, 190, somewhere in there. But the temperature down, the temperature down at the rack is 171. So that's perfect. I got just a little bit of enough of a draft coming through there to pull that smoke and heat in, but not enough to like hold all that heat and overcook the fish. So now that the fish is all dried out and ready, I'm ready to put it on. Fish, after it's dried, it's got that nice lacquered look, kind of looks like plastic now, and that's what you want before you start smoking. Another way that I can keep my heat down is just to place the fish as far from the smoke chamber as possible. It's a lot cooler on this side than it is over there. So I'm using these little grill mats again because I don't want to put that fish directly on my grates. They're oily and they're spread far apart, and I don't want the fish to stick and flake and fall through. But these mats are perfect, so when it's done I can take it inside, and if they do stick a little bit, you can kind of roll it back and forth and they just pop right off. Alright, I'll let that go until the internal temperature of the fish is 165. Alright everybody, I got the internal temperature on the thickest part at about 150, 153 it says, so we're ready. I mean, mostly it's done. You could take it up higher if you like it a little more jerky like, but what I'm going to do is I've got this orange marmalade. I'm gonna cover the top of it with this and then let it cook for a little while longer. So you don't have to do this step. It's perfectly fine the way it is, or some people add maple syrup or honey, whatever you like. I actually got this idea. I saw another YouTube video where I think they used apricot jam. So anything you like. I just like to add a little sweetness to the outside, and then I'm also going to add some pepper back on it. The pepper that is in the brine adds a little bit of flavor, but when you wash off all that excess sugar and salt, it kind of takes away all that pepper too, and I like a little bit of the pepper with the sweetness. So. Oh, so good. I'm probably in front of the camera here, but it's a one-man operation, so that's how we're going to have to deal with it. Alright, that's got a good coating on it. And then I'll just sprinkle a little ground pepper over it. Not too much. My kids want to eat this too, and they don't want too much pepper, but just a little bit. Give you that pepper to go with the sweetness. Alright, there we go. That's how I smoke fish. Alright everybody, thanks for watching. Leave me a comment, like the video, subscribe for more updates. I'm going to be doing more smoking, cooking videos, and more to come. Talk to you guys later.